It took former Kano State Governor Ibrahim Shekarau just 2 months to end his romance with the new Nigeria People's Party, led by his political rival, Rabiu Kwankwaso. Shekarau, who is the sitting senator representing Kano Central, has returned a prodigal to the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The tumultuous crowd of supporters and party bigwigs like the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, his running mates and Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, former Vice President Namadi Sambo, and the party's national chairman Iyorchia Ayu, among others, were on hand to receive him in Kano. Oh, Jide, we started this yesterday, and we saw the role, the inglorious role that was played by Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, and the way his political maneuvering and the way he trapped Senator Shekarau. And Senator Shekarau is back to the People's Democratic Party, maybe to pick what is left of whatever is on ground of his political career. But it's a very, very dicey situation in Kano.
You know, every election year we see drama, all kinds of drama. I've talked about Kano being a political tripod. So it's now looking like a table with 4 sides.
Rectangle.
That's the way it is now. It's a rectangle. It's no longer a political tripod, it's a political rectangle now. In the past, you needed 2 of the 3 gladiators teaming up to win, because one of them, one individual big shot amongst those 3 gladiators could not be guaranteed of victory in the governorship election or even presidential election, except one worked with him. Now, what we are going to see is Governor
Ganduje
on one side, Kwankwaso on one side, Shekarau
PDP
on one side, PDP, APC, NNPP, and the remnants. There are some people who have left
APC,
who have left Kwankwaso. There are some who have left Ganduje. We saw in 2019 some powerful people join the PRP, for example. You know, the PRP didn't win, but they registered their presence in a way. So now, nothing like 2 against 1 in Kano politics anymore. It's now all the 3 of them are now in different parties. You know, in 2019, Senator Shekarau
was with the government.
had to join in the build-up to the 2019 election. He had to join the APC.
Yes, with the governor.
Yes, he had to join the APC.
To vanquish Kwankwaso's candidates.
Because he could not see himself remaining in the PDP with Kwankwaso in that party. You know, the scenario is also what we have. That kind of scenario is what we have in Sokoto, where Atahiru Bafarawa and Magata Kadawamako will never be in the same party. Once one goes to a party, the other one moves out. That's what the situation that we have in Kano. Shekarau left his party to go and team up with the APC. But in the end, now he's been betrayed by a man who saw that the governor had gone to beg him and quickly went to him to say, look,
Don't go.
don't go, this person has messed you up, don't go back there. I'm going to...
I'll give you this, I'll give you that.
this, I'll give you that. Well, the man was talking about unfulfilled promises, you know. At the end of the day, you left him with, you left only Shekarau with a ticket. The rest of his supporters. Who is a politician without his supporters? A politician?
You know, we were saying yesterday, so Shekarau is still holding the ticket of...
No, he's given it up now.
Okay.
Because it is not...
Crossing over automatically?
Yes. You see. He said it that it's a sacrifice for justice and fair play that he has had to make. Because you can't be a card-carrying member of the PDP and say that you are a candidate of the NNPP. In fact, the moment they started having this back and forth and it looked very likely that Shekarau will leave the party, he started telling his people to remove Shekarau's pictures from NNPP offices. So that comes across like somebody who was ready for a fight ab initio. To treat a man like Shekarau has been treated is very, very bad. It's in a very bad taste. But I know that Shekarau will have picked up some lessons from this. If someone is your adversary,
under no circumstances,
don't be easily taken in by some of his friendly actions. You have to look at the past. Can this person be trusted? Can this person be trusted?
So Kwankwaso is brutal.
So, Kwankwaso has been tested on the altar of trust. And he failed the test. He failed that test in dull colors.
Morality.
Not in shiny colors. He failed that test in dull colors. So this is the thing. It's really unfortunate, but the loss of NNPP is PDP's gain.
How would this impact on the aspiration of Atiku Abubakar? That a lot of people will say that he has suffered, he has lost a lot of ground in the East. You know, when he had Obi as his running mates 4 years ago, you know, his presence was very, very impactful in the East, that southeast. But right now, it's looking like a gone from that region. And for Kano now, for him, bringing his people today, that will at least boost his chances.
Well, we will get a boost. How long the boost will last is another thing entirely. Because you and I know that 24 hours is a long time in politics. Who would have thought that the almighty Shekarau will leave NNPP barely 2 months after joining the party? And I see a lot of crossovers in Kano in the next 2, 3, 4 months, until maybe a week or even days before the presidential election. Because one thing is very clear. Nothing right now is cast in stone. So no matter what people are doing now in pursuit of the agenda, we must be wary about any finality that we view it. For example, like Ide said, if the remnants who are now aloof of the 3 camps in Kano, looking for where to birth, they will be the deciding factor in the 3-horse race. They are going to also the undecided, like they say in the US, that will determine the Kano race. And that will start manifesting from around February, from around January, weeks to the election. And that will be the direction that everybody else will follow. Even those who are moving to other parties.
Jide, we said yesterday that it's going to be difficult for an individual to get out the figure they used to get, that they got in 2015.
The Buhari figures.
That it's going to be difficult.
No, not in this election. It can't happen. Atiku will get some votes based on Shekarau's defection. And you know, when Atiku came in today, he donated 50 million to the Kantenkori textile market men. That's the biggest textile market in West Africa. You know, and it was affected by flooding. It was heavy rains today in Kano. So he donated 50 million to them. You know, he's trying to galvanize the Shekarau base to say, look, we are going to support you, but we also need your support and all that. So, but there are others too who will be so disenchanted with what's going on, and they will just tell themselves, why don't we just go back to the ruling party? In the ruling party, we have all kinds of opportunities. And I can tell you that even one of the Senator Shekarau's strongest supporters has been made a commissioner designate by Governor Ganduje. That was done for a reason, to show the rest of them that, look, if there is still opportunity for you, if you come back home, you know, that's a clear message that has been sent to them. And I know that as we move towards the election, some of these things, the ruling party will make moves.
Yeah,
to
if you
have
check out
some of them.
If you check out what happened in 2019, build up to 2019, and after that election, Jide, Abdullahi Ganduje seems to be showing that he has what it takes to withstand the adversary from his predecessors and his
they are both his
bosses.
predecessors.
They are both his predecessors.
Yes.
He has been showing some promises. If you remember the Gamma onslaughts.
He's an old man that knows his onions. He is smart. He can play it rough when he wants to. And you see him, when you sit before Ganduje, he picks his words like a perfect gentleman. But beneath that gentleman's face,
That facade.
that you are seeing, is a cold, calculative, and decidedly brutal politician when he wants to. You know? And when he says, look, I'm not going to do this, no one can convince him to do it. Kwankwaso will have actually, I'm saying this on air for the first time, Kwankwaso made moves to get into the APC
Back.
a long time ago. But
Ganduje.
the vibes that I was getting from
Ganduje.
the governor effectively turned him back.
Nothing for you.
Because there were people in the president's
That wanted Kwankwaso to come back.
Yes, the president's inner caucus who were making moves, but you can't make those moves without
the local-
also reaching out to the governor. You have to be sure that the governor is even ready to accept this
Accommodate.
person.
So that the
But-
terms and conditions.
They didn't get positive vibes from the old man, you know, because no one can tell you Kwankwaso's story better than Ganduje. There is a picture of him, of the two of them on a Vespa. They were very young. You saw that picture.
Yeah.
So they've been,
They go way back.
They go way back. So when people get involved in their matters, just leave them. He understands the man very well. So when he takes some steps, it's because he's taking those steps out of a good understanding of the person he's dealing with.
Okay, let's take Dr. Sule, Yao Sule, the media aide to Senator Shekarau. We expected you yesterday.
Yes, Mr. Ayu, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Tell us what happened today.
Yes, there was massive crowd today, actually. Beyond our expectation, honestly. Vice President and all key officials of the party were around to receive Senator Ibrahim Shekarau into PDP. The former Vice President, Namadi Sambo, the presidential candidate, the running mate, all PDP stakeholders, governors, senators, and members of the National Working Committee were around to receive the senator. What is of interest most, actually, is the pronouncement by the senator himself that he has forgone his senatorial seat of decamping to PDP, meaning that he has written INEC withdrawing his candidature, which has already been filed with the INEC, that is Kano Central senatorial seat, that he has withdrawn his candidature since he has decamped to PDP today.
So tell me some of your own personal regrets about this journey. You were very excited when joining this NNPP. There was a lot of vibes coming from you and your colleagues. What are your own personal regrets about the way this thing went in the end?
One personal regret is that our time has been wasted, honestly. We went into NNPP with a high hope that we are moving to a party that we felt Kano will change completely from what it used to be. But unfortunately, after all the promises, when we were moving, there were so many promises, some even not solicited. The leader of the party came calling in Sardauna's house that, what do you want? He offering to give so many seats, so many positions. But unfortunately, after the campaign to NNPP, all those promises, nothing, completely nothing. Because even the senatorial seat that was given to Senator Ibrahim Shekarau, it was not part of what was bargained for. It wasn't at all. But when we went in, none of our members was considered for any position. None, completely. This is one regret that we live to live with it.
Yes, because it means that the opportunity to contest and actually win some elective positions have been lost
by our
members.
Sure. This is exactly what is happening. It's only the only seat that was given was that of Senator Shekarau out of his 1,000 supporters, and that was not the promise.
It wasted your time.
The promise was that we'll be given certain percentage of all the positions. Certain percentage.
What was the percentage? What was the percentage that he offered you?
35%. 35%. They confessed to give us 35%.
Did you get 5% at the end of the day?
After joining the party, they reduced it to 5%. Upon that, we accepted, and yet even the 5% was not implemented.
Why do you think?
Yes.
Why do you think Kwankwaso treated
Ibrahim
Shekarau in this manner?
You know, Kwankwaso has been nothing this, I don't want to use the word hatred, but since his defeat, you know, he was a governor, incumbent governor, and defeated by someone he demoted. Remember, Shekarau was a permanent secretary in Kwankwaso's government. Shekarau was a permanent secretary in Kwankwaso's government during 1999.
We know.
He demoted him to a classroom teacher. Shekarau accepted that, and later some people called him to resign and come and contest the governorship. He did. He contested and defeated him. So I think he is still not seeing that defeat. He has not forgiven him for defeating him in 2003. And I think this is what we thought we were dealing with, a different and refined Kwankwaso. Until when we get into the party to see that he is still not seeing that defeat. That defeat was not out of his sight up to now.
Sule, going to PDP, I hope that everything was laid out before joining the party.
Oh, yeah, just coming to make the numbers.
You know, now you don't talk of any elective position now, because that has been concluded by going by Aide's timetable. By 12th of August, all substitution finished. So now we are ready to work for the success of the party. And after which, whatever comes afterward, then we take it.
No elective positions.
I want to thank you,
Thanks.
Dr. Sule, our good friend in journalist and media.
Long time no see.
Aide to Senator Ibrahim Shekarau. Jide, I feel so bad.
No. If you know, Shekarau is a decent man.
What's a pity?
We need decent people in politics. But even the treatment meted out to Shekarau now will tell you that we showed that even many decent people, when they get into politics, they get their fingers burnt.
Okay, look at our friend. Look at the senator, the House of Rep member that used to be the spokesman for Bola Tinubu campaign. He's now in NNDP. I don't know what to Jubril.
Let's leave Jubril.
Don't know what to become of him at the end.
I don't
at the end
know.
of his
No,
job.
he's going to
No, he's
contest.
still in NNP.
Okay,
He's
going
going
contesting.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he's going to House of Reps.
Okay.